Hey YouTube, CBO9 here. So I have a few things to say in this video. Video number one is updates on my deck, my animal control deck. So I had to take the deck apart because Dark Desert Appear misses its timing off of like all the good cards that removed it from play. So Dark Desert Appear is like completely useless. So since it misses its timing so much, I don't like using the deck. The only card that really removes now is Soul Release, and it just doesn't work well. I don't like it at all. And so yeah, the deck was taken apart, and now I have this deck I've been working on for about a week now. It's my Amazonas deck. It's really fun, and it's pretty good. I've beaten Micah's Ice 100s Frognarks with it before in a match. No joke, I'm not lying. You know, the deck's really not that bad or anything. It's really good. So yeah, without further ado, here's the deck list. As usual, I have proxies because, you know, I'm Super Yoshi 109. I'm like that. 3 Amazonas Paladin, Beater the deck, instant 18 beat stick when it comes out, and then if you have more Amazonas in the field, it just gets stronger. 3 Trainees, Japanese proxy. Couldn't find an English one, but this one looks pro. Trainees great against Sabers by returning their Sangins and their Ember's Blades and their Dark Souls to the bottom of their deck instead of their graveyard. And it also stops things like Tomato. It's good against zombies, and it's good against X-Sabers. So yeah. But then I usually end up siding it out against... I end up siding it out against Glads because I don't like returning their Glads to the bottom of their deck. And the effect is not optional to return it to the bottom. It has to be returned. 3 Amazonas Sage. Removes spells and traps on the field. It's kind of like a Lila for the deck. And it's 1400, so you can't get bottomless. 2 Chainmasters, my MVP, I have to say. You get to just take cards from your opponent's hand. You can take their like Gorses and their Caiuses and useful stuff like that at the time. And it works great with it. There's lots of combos around it. 2 Swordswoman and a Fighter. I'm probably going to end up taking out 1 Swordswoman and putting in another Fighter, because in this deck, running Fighter works better than running Swordswoman, which I'll explain later. Swordswoman bounces back. Like if somebody attacks it and you, like, let's say they have a Thunder King. It has 15 attack. Thunder King has 19. If they attack Swordswoman, they take the damage instead of you. But Fighter, you take no damage, and I'll explain why. You know, lots of you are going to think that Swordswoman's better, but I'll explain why Fighter is better in the end. And then I've got 3 Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. You know, get your stuff when you need it. Search out everything except for Paladin. So yeah, spells we have... Well, fail. 3 Village. Because... You know, Village is broken. Gives everyone a 200 boost, and you get to special summon stuff from your deck. Okay, so that loud shock just completely confused me. Stupid neighbors. Okay, so Village is basically when something gets destroyed by a card effect or by battle. You get a special summon another Amazonas equal to the level that equal or less than the level of the one that was just destroyed. So good combos off that, you know, like it stops their bottomlesses and their smashings and their vortexes and stuff like that. And Terraform this shit out. So it's like a 4th one almost. 3 creature swaps. It works well with Village. You give them your Amazonas, and if you kill the Amazonas on their side of the field, then you get the special. And it works especially well with Chainmaster. 2 Solidarities. Pump everyone up. 3 is a little too many, in my opinion, though. Rhoda, staple in this deck. Everything's a warrior. And everything's level 4 lower, so it searches out all the monsters. Heavy, MST, Brain, and Lightning. So, those are the spells. Traps, we got 2 Bottomless, staples. 2 Oppressions. I like running Oppressions over running Synchros. I feel it makes the deck better. 2 Compulse. I really like Compulse. It's one of my tech cards I always use. D-Prison. Mirror Force. This is just kind of like a Tech D Prison. Torrential. Dark Bribe. I don't like. I'm probably gonna put in a Starlight. I know people are gonna say like Starlight screws over Solidarity, but you don't have to special Stardust. And sometimes when you can special that Stardust, it can just be really helpful. And you don't always have to have Solidarity in this deck to win. It wins like half the time without it. But Bribe is a good out. I don't like using Solemn because this deck pays like way too many life points. And that's that. Fail. I have one card left. These are new sleeves, so they're all like falling apart. Pro me. And the last card, Tech MVP, Mind Crush. This was Swords Chainmaster equals game. No joke. I mean, this is just ridiculous about how amazing it is when you go Mind Crush on their thing. First you go Swordswoman, take something, and then if you look at their hand, if they have, like one time I was playing against Mike Size 100, he had, was playing against his Nutria Stun deck, and he had, no. He was playing my Beast-Synchro deck, actually, and, I took Gores in his hand, and with Chainmaster, next he has like Sarco in hand. He top decks a Sarco. I go Mind Crush, calling a Sarcophagus. I don't want him using it, and I get rid of both. Not thinking I actually got rid of both, but I thought I would only get rid of one, so it ended up working out for the better for me. And yeah, let's move on to the side deck now. Side deck we got. This is a bad side deck. Just saying. 2 Crows. Get rid of stuff in the grave. 2 Cybers, Machinas, Consecrated, just Tech. Probably going to end up putting in a second one because this deck, I don't like Infernities or Blackwings, and this stops them. Volcanic Queen for Herald, Cross Out for stuff like Raikos and Hamsters, 2 Crevice, 2 Frog Monarch, hate, really, and Infernities as well. Mirror of Oaths for Glads, Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell for Infernities, 1 Mask of Restrict. I only have 1. I just recently found it too, and Light Imprisoning for Herald as well. So yeah, it's not the greatest side deck. I just built this, just looking through some random commons. I'm going to put in stuff like more Mask of Restricts and take out stuff like Curse of the Forbidden Spell, maybe like 1 Crevice, maybe the Mirror of Oaths. Stuff like that. But overall, I like the side deck, and it works well for this deck, although there are a few changes I'm going to make. So that is the deck/side. I don't run any extra deck because it's not needed with the double oppressions and all, and people are going to say, like, you run Brain. I really don't care. So that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks and peace.